It is time for our second mod on the CTS-V. We're getting right into this heat exchanger, and I kind of got to move quick. Not Mr. Sam's spray wax. Man down. Anyway, we got to move quick because with work and the gym and a trip to Harbor Freight, we only got like an hour of daylight left. So my goal for today is get the front end off and get it out. Hopefully, we'll see. It's like Elf with the wrapping paper, you know? Oh, this is actually smaller than I was expecting. There she is in all her glory. Now this is basically a direct one-for-one swap with the stock one that's currently on it. We'll do a little comparison when I get the stock one out to show how much thicker this bad boy is than the other one, but this should make it so I don't get heat soaked after one pass, hopefully. And it'll be definitely necessary for when we up the boost on this thing. So yeah, let's get into it. You ready? That's fine, let's just skip this. You guys get it. I'm pulling plastic out of plastic. Sucks. Next. You know, everything always ends up taking longer than you expect. Maybe that's just me. I don't think it is though. Follow me on TikTok, but those of you who do for a while, you might remember when I bought this car initially. The transport driver that brought me this car from Arizona took it from the dealership and decided to just run this thing right into the back of his trailer. Ripped the splitter off and damaged the bottom of the bumper and whatnot. It was a whole big ordeal. So anyway, transport was free. I was not a happy camper. Anyway, I noticed that there was some, I never replaced the inner fender, so that's all tore up underneath here. But yeah, anyway. The moment I've all been waiting for. Let's see if this comes off. I might have forgotten something. It feels like I did. Alright. Oh, come on now. Wow. You are in there. Oh, dog. Wow, okay, next. Ta-da! That's premature, let me just make sure. What now? You gotta be kidding me. There's another one. There is 100% chance that I am not hooking that back up. I thought this was going to be a quick, cool, uneventful video, but man, I make everything impossible. Okay. Alright. Put this over here. Oh. I'm going to collect myself real quick. Piece of cake. That's a nice jig rig. Anytime Optimus, let's roll on out. Anyway, we're gonna pop this thing off. That's more like it.
We better hurry up. There's no light anymore.
I know.
I can't see you in the video, by the way. I can see your face.
We're hurrying. Go. Nice. Another one? Hey, yo. How am I supposed to pry that one out? This one's freaking recessed in there, so you can't get any leverage. That's how you get that out. Nice. Just how we drew it up. Oh, this should be relatively easy. Are these mounted studs? I haven't looked at this at all. I just sending it clearly. Oh, what are those? Probably 10s. No, they're way bigger. Let's guess. Okay, now can I get to this top one? Oh no, I can't get a socket on it or box in it. Why didn't you? What? Can I come through the top? Oh, I can't. Oh, I suck. I'm kind of worried though. If I get that on, I am not getting that off. Well, B's cold. It's dark. I'm gonna address this tomorrow. We're gonna call that there because this sucks. All right, it's the next day and we got a wicked late start. Obviously the sun's going down already, so we'll see what we can get done. But I'm after a set of skinny wrenches, trying to find something to get that crash bar off. So the good old Hobo Freight. Wish me luck. Well, you guys must not have wished hard enough because we struck out. I don't know where I'm going to be able to find these, at least tonight anyway. I don't think there's going to be anywhere here in town that'll sell them. So I think I'm going to swing by Sonny's. He's probably in the garage, and see if he has one I can borrow. Here we go. All right, a couple days went by. We're in the future now. We're finally back working on this. Sonny did not have a skinny. All right, so I had to go buy a cheapo, do a little manufacturing, a little altering, so we can get this thing fitted and worked out. Back to work. Tear this thing off now. We're all set. Gonna get some plastic and some pans underneath that, clamp the lines, and pull the heat exchanger off. So there are actually 8 bolts on this, 4 either side. Those inner ones were hiding behind these little air dam things. So, well, we're losing daylight, or rather already lost daylight. Streetlights are on. Probably gonna call it good for tonight, but we got everything off. Heat exchangers off, chilling over there. Barely made a mess. Pretty decent for your boy. But yeah, she's all freaking tore apart, ready to slap the new one on. It is yet another day. This project is taking a little longer than I wanted, but it keeps starting so late, so I lose daylight really fast. But we got plenty of time today, so we're gonna finish. Hooray! All right, so back where we left off. Old heat exchanger. Look at this. Let me get some fluid out of it. It is pink. See, I knew I wasn't tripping, but that's orange, so it had a mix of fluid in there. I knew it. Anyway, so look how small this is and how many bugs are in it. Yum. Tiny. I don't have a tape measure, but small. Look how thick that is. That's a beefy boy, though, in comparison. And that is why, oops, making a mess.
You are, dear.
That is why we're doing this, so it stays much colder for longer.
Is that what you meant, that the paint is not gonna blow?
The what?
The paint's not gonna blow because it's colder.
Say that again?
Nothing.
Like I said before, this is a C&R heat exchanger. Bought this jaw from Mott Motorsports. Shout out Mott Motorsports.
Oh, there's a bug!
Yeah, there's...
You need to get it.
Very cool.
Get
now,
the bug first, B.
Okay, so it does indeed line right up with the stock stuff. Pretty sure It was supposed to come with a bleeder tube, and I do not have one. I think it goes right in this cap here. I'm gonna have to do some research quick and find out if I actually need that or not, if I can just leave it capped. I don't know. Uh-oh, someone died. Hopefully not. Check that out. Looks pretty good. Let's get this situated. I am going to take this and this, and we are going to make this look prettier. Seeing that rust from through the grill there, not a big fan. So we're gonna be put on hold for putting the entire front end back together until we get that bleeder. I can't put the bumper on there to cover that up until that gets situated. But we'll get everything else situated, which is just the crash bar, the foam pad, and I'll probably leave the plastic trim and stuff off to make it easier to get my supercharger in and out. That's what's to come in the next video. We can segue right into that. Our isolator, which is chilling right there, kind of half-ass in. I'll get all this cleaned up. I'll get the lid cleaned up. I gotta pull the supercharger brick out of the lid and go get that reinforced. And then everything goes back together. Fresh tune, and we're back on the road. So, I mean, this stuff's kind of like intimidating looking at it from the outside, but now that I'm like balls deep into it, it's really easy. It really is. The hardest part was all the plastic clips on the damn bumper. Why is everybody dying today? We got a little trash in it. Dang it. I'm out. Get the magic fingers going. What you know about the magic fingers? Mm-hmm. Mounted. Obviously I have these nuts still to go on, but I'm gonna leave them off for now, just in case I don't have enough room to put this valve on. Like I said earlier, the rest of the mods are to come tomorrow, or I guess tomorrow for me, whenever I decide to edit this video. Anyway, we'll scrap that, screw it. We're gonna put the snout back on the supercharger, swap the gaskets, clean up everything, change out the isolator, and do injectors, all in the next video. So if you're not subbed, make sure you do. Hit that bell so you get a noti on this next one. And then the only step after that is to tune it and drive this bad boy. So, yeah, till then, hope you smiled.